Question F is getting us to use simultaneous equations again, but this time it's using the elimination method. So I'm going to go through and I'm trying to find two terms that hopefully I can match, otherwise I'm going to have to make a matching pair. And in this case, the x's match, there's 3 of each in both equations. So again, just my working out, go and ask another couple of maths teachers how they lay theirs out and see which working out you like the most. But I like to stack mine, so I'll write out my equations. I've got 3x minus 4y equals 4. And I've also got 5y plus 3x equals 22. Next thing I do is I always number them so that I can remember and make myself some notes. Now I've got to decide in the elimination method, unlike substitution, I'm either going to add these two equations together or I'm going to subtract one from the other. In this case, I want to subtract one from the other because both these 3 x's, this one and this one, are both positive. So if I've got 3 and I take 3 away, it will be eliminated, it won't be there anymore. So I make myself a little note. I'm going to do equation 2 minus equation 1. I'm going to do that so that I get some nice positive numbers to work with, but it doesn't matter if you decide you want to do 1 minus 2. And I'm going to go through and systematically work this out. So if I take the 3x here and I subtract that 3x, they'll eliminate each other and they won't be there anymore. So in the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5 minus, so 5y minus 4y. So in other words, 5y plus 4y. So that one will become 9y. Okay. Remember that that came from 5y minus 4y. Okay. And those cancel each other to make a positive. And then on the other side of the equal sign, I've got 22 minus 4. And that leaves me with 18. So if I now divide by 9 on both sides, I have solved the y portion of this. Y is 2. And once I've got that, I can now substitute that in like I did in question E in the second part to solve for x. So again, I'm just going to scoot up here so I've got a little bit more room to show you. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sub y equals 2 into, and in this time it doesn't matter whether I decide that I'd like to go into equation 1 or equation 2, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go into equation 2 because it looks all positive, so it might just be a little bit easier to work out. The numbers are bigger, but it doesn't matter. You can go into 1 if you want to. So this time, when I write out my equation 2, okay, so again, I'm pinching it from here, okay, it's going to read 5 times y, that we now know is 2, plus 3x equals 22. And now I'm just going to simplify it. So 5 2s are 10. Let's take 10 off both sides. I'll end up with 3 x's here, and I'll end up with 12 here. I divide by 3 on both sides, and I'll find that x is 4. Now I've got my answers, okay, this one and this one. And just for my marker, I'm going to come over at the end and I'm going to say, therefore, x is 4 and y is 2. Or you can choose to answer it as an xy coordinate because that's what it is. And that would look like this. I might just change colours for you. That would look like a final answer of 4, 2.